Okay, topic 3.3, integration by parts, question 4c, integral of 1 to minus 4 of x to the power of 5 multiplied by e to the power of x. So I'm going to try substitution here. I'm going to let u equals x to the power of 5. It's the ideal candidate because if I integrate, or if I differentiate this over and over and over, it eventually turns to 0, and that kind of makes it the ideal one. So du dx equals 5x to the power of 4. Du equals 5x to the power of 4 dx. That means dv is equal to e to the power of x. So the integral of dv is e to the power of x. So v equals e to the power of x. So I apply my integration by parts formula, uv minus v du, and so on. So the integral of that should be uv. So the integral of all of that is u times v, x to the power of 5 times e to the power of x. Minus the integral of v du, e to the power of x times 5x to the power of 4. And my integral, it'll be 1 minus 4 when I'm finished my integrals. I'm going to pop that 5 out in front there. So it'll be minus 5 instead. That might make things a little easier to do. So it'll be x to the power of 4. Okay. So once again here I have something that I can't integrate. I have this problem here, so I'm going to address him up there. So I'll let u equals x to the power of 4. So du equals 4x cubed. Dv equals e to the power of x. So the integral of du dx equals 4x cubed. So du equals 4x cubed dx. The integral of dv equals e to the power of x, v equals e to the power of x. So I got my four main parts there. So if I'm integrating e to the power of x times x to the power of 4, I know it's equal to uv, that's e to the power of x times x to the power of 4, minus the integral of v du, that's e to the power of x times 4x cubed. And again, I'll pop that 4 out here, so I don't need it on the inside. So I have e to the power of x times x cubed, and of course I mustn't forget my dx. Okay, so I keep running into this problem over and over again. So once again, I have the issue here, and I've got to integrate this guy by parts. Okay, so once again, I've got my u equals x cubed, so du dx equals 3x squared. So du equals 3x squared dx. So dv is equal to e to the power of x. The integral of dv is equal to e to the power of x. We can say v is e to the power of x. So once again, we put that integral together. So the integral of e to the power of x, x cubed dx is equal to uv. So it's e to the power of x, x cubed. Minus the integral of v du, so that's e to the power of x by 3x squared. Once again, the 3 is multiplying, so I'll bring it out in front. So I'll have e to the power of x, x squared dx. Okay, and we're still going. So we've got this chap here. He also needs to be integrated by parts. So u is equal to x squared, du is equal to 2x. So du dx is equal to 2x, so du is equal to 2x dx. dv is equal to e to the power of x, so the integral of dv is equal to e to the power of x, so v is equal to e to the power of x. So we put the integral of that together, so the integral of e to the power of x, x squared, is equal to uv, which is e to the power of x, x squared, minus v du. The integral of v du, so e to the power of x by 2x dx. And again, I've got the 2 that's multiplying, so I'll pop it out in front. So I've just got x times e to the power of x dx. And hopefully now, this is the last time I hopefully have to do an integral by parts here. Let's clear a bit of space for us. So this part here again has to be done by parts. So u is equal to x, which means du. Dx is equal to 1, which means du is equal to dx. dv is equal to e to the power of x. So the integral of dv is equal to e to the power of x. That means v is equal to e to the power of x. So once again, we do our integration by parts. So this time I'm looking for the integral of x e to the power of x dx. And that is equal to u times v, so x times e to the power of x, or e to the power of x times x, minus the integral of v du, which is just e to the power of x dx. Woo! Now that's something I'm able to integrate. So when I integrate this, I get e to the power of x times x minus, and the integral of e to the power of x is just e to the power of x. Okay, so we're going to use this chap here. So in this case, I had to do the integral of e to the power of x, x squared. So I know that's e to the power of x, x squared, minus 2 times. So I'm looking for the integral of x e to the power of x. And I can see that that is e to the power of x, x minus e to the power of x. E to the power of x times x minus e to the power of x. So look, we'll just tidy that up a little bit. That's e to the power of x, x squared, minus 2e to the power of x, 2e to the power of x, x, minus, plus 2e to the power of x. Okay, now we carry this guy back for us. So that was the integral of e to the power of x, x squared, which is this guy here. So I've got my integral of e to the power of x, x cubed dx is equal to e to the power of x, x cubed, minus 3 times the integral of e to the power of x, x squared, which is the following. So that is e to the power of x, x squared, minus 2e to the power of x, x, plus 2e to the power of x. I hope I don't make any sign mistakes here. So e to the power of x, x cubed, minus 3e to the power of x, x squared, plus 6e to the power of x by x, minus, oh crikey, pen stopped working, minus 6e to the power of x. Whew. So now we transfer this chap back. Okay, so I need to find the here. I need to find e to the power of x, x cubed. I need to find the integral of that, which is what I did here. So finally, I have my integral of e to the power of x by x to the power of 4 equals e to the power of x by x to the power of 4 minus 4 times. So what have I got here? E to the power of x, x cubed, minus 3e to the power of x, x squared, plus 6e to the power of x times x, minus 6e to the power of x. Probably a sign mistake in here now that I'm going to end up hanging myself on at the end, but sure, look, these things happen. E to the power of x, x to the power of 4 equals 2. E to the power of x, x to the power of 4, minus, multiply my 4 in now, across that bracket, minus 4e to the power of x, x cubed, plus 12e to the power of x, x squared, minus 24e to the power of x, x, plus 24e to the power of x. Okay, so we have even more to go. So our final solution with the integral of 1 to minus 4 x to the power of 5 e to the power of x equals, now we've got this first part is the x to the power of 5 e to the power of x, then minus 5 times everything we just have there. E to the power of x by x to the power of 4 minus 4 e to the power of x to the power of 3 plus 12 e to the power of x to the power of 2 minus 24 e to the power of x times x, e to the power of x times x plus 24 e to the power of x. So we're going to multiply all that out, and we're going to pop in our 1 and our minus 4 then. So we got x to the power of 5 e to the power of x minus 5 e to the power of x to the power of 4 minus 4 e to the power, that's wrong, plus minus 5 by minus 4 is plus 20 e to the power of x cubed minus 60 e to the power of x squared plus 120 e to the power of x times x, and again minus 120 e to the power of x. And now I have to plug in my 1 and my minus 4. What a nightmare. Okay, I'm going to do that piece by piece here. Okay, so just to save on videotape, I did that. I'll show you what I did. So the first thing I noticed is that there's an e inside in all of these. So you don't have to do this step. Just to make my life easier, I factorize the e out in front. So now I have to sub in my 1 first. So I sub in my 1 for x, so it's e to the power of 1, and I sub in my 1's here, then subtract. And now I sub in my minus 4, so e to the power of minus 4. And then I sub in my minus 4's, minus 4's, minus 4's, all the way to the end where I have my 120. So for the first bracket I get minus 44e. For the second bracket I get minus 94.2156, but it's minus, so that becomes a plus. So minus 44 times e plus 94.2156 gives me minus 25.39. A word of caution here. If you're doing minuses, just be very, very careful depending on the calculator you have. It's minus 4 to the power of 5, but especially if you're doing even powers, put your minus 4 in a bracket, put the power outside when you're doing it in your calculator. It'll stop you making a sign mistake accidentally, so plenty of brackets. It's a tough question, very, very long question. Best of luck.